Hello, dear students. This is Vivek Pavav, and you are watching video lecture on disaster management, natural and man-made disasters. In this chapter, we are going to deal disaster management in India. Okay. So, dear students, in the last few videos, we have learned all sorts of man-made and natural disasters which we are experiencing in our life. Now, how can we manage to mitigate these disasters? So, today we are going to discuss this topic. Dear students, disaster management, you know that in India we have these sorts of disaster and look at this management. This is the NDRF team. This is NDRF team, which is you can also see in this picture evacuation of NDRF team. So actually NDMA National Disaster Management Authority is responsible for management of the disasters in India, across India you can say. Okay, look at this flood situations where NDRF team comes and evacuate people from this area. So in this management team, the chairman of this management is Prime Minister of India, and vice chairman is any cabinet ministers rank people, and eight of the state ministers is the governing body also. After that, look at this subsections, district wise nodal officers, block wise nodal officers, and volunteers. Volunteers may be private and maybe government. These all are volunteers. So, dear students, sometime National Disaster Management Authority work in cooperation with UNDP, United Nations National Development Program, and UNEP, United Nations Environment Program. So, dear students, in cooperation with this disaster management is going to help. Look at this chairman, vice chairman, members. After that, advisor operations, advisor mitigations, joint secretary administrations. This is IS level rank officers, and after that, we have joint advisor commission and joint advisor commissions, mitigation projects, and joint advisor mitigation projects procurements, deputy secretary administration, and joint advisors CVT. All, and we can section all this assistant advisor, mitigation projects, assistant advisor mitigation projects, and under secretary CBT. After that, district levels officers we have. Okay, so we have good team of disaster management. Now, how can we do it? So, capacity building community. So, first and foremost, training authorities and local communities. Because where there is a disaster comes or maybe comes, in sync with the local people and community, training should be held. Okay, and develop an early warning system. It is also necessary. Practice evacuation drill because it is why it is necessary, because when flood is coming, what people have to do and what not have to do is definitely they have to learn. If they don't have idea, our management NDRF team will be not work successfully. Okay. Now organize search and rescue operations. The fake search and rescue operations drill will be held. After that, NDRF team practice all this thing, and when it's come to in the real situation, they are going to do it. Organize health and first aid services, organize relief and coordination teams, and build water and sanitation team. These are the capacity building in community. Now steps. These are the steps NDRF team are going to do in those area in disasters management area, like response and relief. So where there is the problem of disaster and the catastrophe, team of NDRF reach there, the quick response and doing their work very quickly, and people through this respite and relief evacuate from that place to good place of living. So rehabilitation and reconstruction has been done by the management, disaster management also. Definitely, flooded area, there 6 month, 8 month, we can't live in that place. Many people's, many casualties there, and many people's um, houses is demolished. So after that, houses are demolished. After that, it is not for aboard there. So people definitely leave rehabilitation center, and after a few months, reconstruction done by the government and in sync with private agencies. After that, people go there and live. Mitigation priority is mitigation. Definitely, any flooded area, cyclonic disturbance area, any earthquake area, mitigation is included, because the structural mitigation and the non-structural mitigation, when we are going to do disaster in a disaster prone area, it is good for the people of that disaster prone area. So, and the last one is preparedness. Last but not the least, but we have so many NGO and the social communities and NDRF team. So, in sync with all these, we are prepared for evacuation, rehabilitation, reconstruction, relief, all that things. So, it is very necessary. One more thing I would like to add here, role of government, because disaster comes in a different way, like cyclone, floods, earthquake, chemical disasters, nuclear disasters, like that. So sorts of disaster having different ministry to deal, like flood, Ministry of Water Resources, cyclone, Indian Meteorological Department, and a chemical disaster, Ministry of Environmental and the Forest Science, railway accident, definitely Ministry of Railway. Like that, we have. Okay. So I hope it is clear, dear students. Now, in your book, there is the case study of flood in Assam. You know that Assam is full of Brahmaputra rivers area and the plain area, where there is a world largest islands, riverine islands. Okay, not islands, riverine islands. So, with the help of this Brahmaputra, each and every year you heard in the news flood came in Assam. So it is natural cause, but due to massive rainfall, definitely flood will occurs in that particular place. Sometime because it is also earthquake prone area, so people are facing earthquake also. So how can we manage it? Sometimes you know that it is due to anthropogenic causes also, because we deforestations, shifting cultivations, ice and slash and burns patterns of agriculture, and wetlands area. You know that river cooked waste materials, and we dump sewage in the river. So this is the anthropogenic cause of flood in that particular area. So what is the impact actually in this area? So impact, you know that huge destruction, casualties there, and not only destruction, also it is useful like so many sediments with humus containing comes in the plain area of Assam, which is very beneficial for agriculture. So it is very good sometime, but destruction is that sometime land bodies submerged, like Majuli Islands is submerged due to flood. So it is also destruction. So this is the case study of some flood in Assam. Now earthquake, you know that in Nepal 2015, 25th of April, there was earthquake in area of Kathmandu. It is the 7.8 magnitude reactor scales magnitude of this earthquake. Is a huge casualty in there because Nepal is not fully prepared for the disaster management. So huge casualty we could see, but you know that impact is very frightening, and people live in that place suffer the most. Now, not only that Nepal, also our Bihar, that means India also, and Bangladesh, some parts also suffered with this earthquake. And you know that after this earthquake, we all are give economic subvention for citizen of Nepal and also our people. So, dear students, there is huge destruction due to earthquake. So, what Nepal has to do, one some best preparedness of the disaster management, some sorts of well prepared management team like our India NDRF team. Okay, so I hope it is clear now. Oil spills coastal area of the United States. Uh, you know that huge casualty in that place of Alaska, Prince William's area of Alaska, where while is while slip are caused due to human activity, oceans and sea polluted due to leaking of crude oils, and due to this huge destructions you can see in the sea area. That's why in the month of March 24th in 1988, uh, USA in Alaska, this sorts of things has been seen. Okay, so we should prepare for this. We have now worldwide team for the disaster management also. So with the help of local communities and the government of the center and the state, and with the help of the world community of disaster management, we can do it better. So this is the message for you all in the time of disaster. Don't afraid, but with the good sense, you can good awareness you have, you can save from it, and you save your citizens, your colleagues, your parents, your friends. So dear students, thank you for watching this video. I hope it is clear.